A parrot's feathers are one of its most distinctive characteristics. It provides a colorful sense of visual appeals, which in turn helps the species procreate. Feather loss can be a terrifying experience for inexperienced owners, and it's not always easy to find the root cause. Did you notice that your bird is losing his feathers and you don't know why? Is this something you should worry about? I'm Dr. Alicia, and in today's video I will answer all of those questions, so stay tuned! Before we start, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell as well. That way, you will be notified as soon as we release a new video, and that will help you become a better pet owner. Pet birds can lose feathers for a number of reasons. Common problems include molting, malnutrition, stress, feather destructive behavior, viral or bacterial infections. Let's take a look at the most common of them. Molting is the most common cause of feather loss in parrots because it happens naturally. Just like dogs and cats shed their fur, parrots also go through molting phases. Once or twice per year, your parrot will need to shed its worn feathers and replace them with new ones. Normally, molting should only result in small patches of lightly covered feathers on a parrot. If your parrot is completely bald in some areas, molting probably isn't to blame. Poor nutrition, called malnutrition, is a serious problem that can cause feather loss in your bird. Poor nutrition can also rob the body of what it needs to create strong feathers, which will cause them to be thin and fragile. These fragile feathers will fall out easily, resulting in significant feather loss. If you are not supplementing your parrot's diet with the correct nutrients, it could lead to malnutrition and trigger a wide range of symptoms, including lethargy, behavioral changes, lack of energy, weakened immune system, and of course feather loss. Sometimes it is due to a vitamin A deficiency, which is a very common preventable disease but is often left untreated for too long. A well-balanced diet with seeds, fruits, vegetables, and commercial pellets will provide your pet with the proper nutrition. If vitamin A deficiency is the issue, you can add the following fruits and vegetables to your parrot's diet: cantaloupe melon, spinach, dandelion leaves, broccoli, beetroot, carrots, sweet potato. Talk to your veterinarian to address any concerns regarding your parrot's diet. Stress can lead to feather destructive behavior when the bird itself starts plucking its feathers instead of pruning and cleaning them. It often starts due to stress from poor nutrition, a noisy environment, difficulty molting, and more. Some examples of situations that may make a bird feel stress include: a dominant bird is intimidating a cage mate. There has been changes to the bird's normal routine or household. Mental and physical stimulation needs not being fulfilled, or the environment and dietary conditions are inadequate. Parrots that are emotionally and/or physically stressed may pluck their feathers. Over time, this can lead to bald patches or even open wounds. The best approach is to work out what is causing the stress and to change the environmental circumstances to minimize it. This can be challenging. Often, it can be the relationship between the owner and the bird that is the source of stress triggering feather plucking. Lack of stimulation or not enough attention. One of the most common causes of feather plucking in parrots is due to sheer boredom and isolation. Most parrot and bird species are naturally social creatures in the wild. Therefore, they crave the attention of others. Forcing your parrot to remain cooped up inside their crate alone, with no mental stimulation, will likely result in boredom along with a variety of other psychological disorders. When parrots are bored, they may pluck their feathers to relieve some of the built-up frustration. Parrots require plenty of mental stimulation to keep them happy, and the best way to provide this stimulation is to allow the birds plenty of time to roam around and explore outside the cage. Take your parrot out of the cage and let them sit on your shoulder. Losing feathers through viruses and bacteria. Viruses and bacteria can cause feather loss in some pet birds. Sarcovirus, which can cause loss of feather on the head as well as elsewhere on the body and wings, is common in wild cockatoos. It's the same virus that causes runner badges and feather damage in a range of other species. Polyomavirus is another virus sometimes associated with feather loss. Skin infections from bacteria on yeast can also lead to feather damage and bare patches on bird skin. Skin disease. Another common cause of feather plucking is related to skin disease. Studies have shown that 40% of parrots exhibiting this behavior are suffering from some type of skin disease. The causes may include air fresheners, plucking and spray, dusty environment, excessive humidity, unhygienic living conditions, scented candles. If you suspect that one of the issues above could account for your parrot's feather plucking, eliminate it immediately. Also, make sure to take your parrot to your vet in case they need any treatment for their skin irritation. Other reasons your parrot could be feather plucking include allergies, other diseases, parasites, abuse or neglect, changes in the home environment, changes in hormones, medication, new food. The last question you want answered for sure is, will my parrot's feathers grow back? The answer is yes. A parrot's feather will grow back. In most cases, assuming that you recognize the problem quick and the feather loss is stopped in its track, a parrot's feathers will grow back over time. It won't happen overnight, but over the months and years, your feathery friend will be looking like their old selves. The only time when a parrot's feathers won't grow back is when it suffers damage to the actual follicle. If they scratch and peck at the body long enough, a parrot may damage the root from which the feathers grow, thus preventing its feathers from regrowing. Then make sure your bird companion does not get to this stage. Always act at the first sign of feather loss and seek advice from your vet. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the video and have learned something new about your pet. Thank you for watching and we'll see you soon. Bye bye!